Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Yes, I am ready for bed, and I have the night to myself, and so I thought, while my middle child is at church, and my youngest is with his father for the night, I thought I would do a video, something that has been kind of on my mind a little bit, and I want to kind of discuss it. Talking to you guys is really therapeutic for me. It is something that has been advised for me to continue doing because I do have a passion for it. And I am going to eat my meal, my dinner, while I'm talking to you guys. Maybe. That's really hot. um, but, um, it has been advised for me to talk to you guys and kind of tell you what I'm going through and keep doing the YouTube videos just because it's just a healing process for me. One of the things I'm talking about is the other day I was talking to a friend, a close friend of mine, and he was actually talking to me about my ex-husband and, am I really sad that he's with someone else? He left me for someone else. And my friend, he says, you don't really seem too upset about it. And, I don't know how to respond because I have cried over my ex-husband. I have been very sad over him being with someone else just 2 months after we were divorced. And, it has been sad for me. But how I'm getting through it is my faith. And the way I'm getting through it is he is doing something that is very, very wrong in God's eyes. And the girl that he's with, I think he deserves. I think that is someone that deserves to be with him. They have a lot in common, and they think the same, and they act the same, and his faith has changed. It is not what he said we agreed in our marriage to. It's not just because of the divorce. I can tell by his actions, just everything he's doing right now is just what he wants to do. And I do feel like the divorce was in the best interest of me and him. I think for him to move on and be with her, we had to be divorced. And I think that, when he first filed for the divorce, he said he had a biblical reason for the divorce. So I'm assuming he was cheating on me while we were married because of that statement. But I was trying to explain to him that's not how it works. If you cheated on me, you are to, come and repent of your sins and tell me. That's the biblical thing to do. For him to file for divorce to be with this other woman is not biblical. And the divorce was not biblical. He is to come to me. And then if I decide to leave him because he cheated on me, then it's biblical. But it was not biblical for him to make that decision for me. But I am so thankful that he did. I'm thankful that I don't have to worry about making that decision. Did I make the right decision? Am I forcing someone to love me? Am I forcing someone to be with me when they want to be with someone else? I don't want to live that kind of life. And I would not have ever wanted to make that decision. So in a way, am I hurt that he's with this other person? No. I honestly don't like the person my ex-husband has become. I don't want anything to do with him. And I think him being with someone else has really helped me. Knowing that I'm going to stick with my faith. I'm going to do what I think is right. And being with other people right now is not right. It's not approved by God. Even if my husband says, oh, you can go be with whoever you want, I've divorced you. No, I can't. I made a covenant. I made a marriage covenant. Now, this makes me want to cry. And I made a promise to God. I'm not breaking my promise. I can't even imagine how disappointed God would be with me if I walked away from that marriage. My husband, he can walk away from his marriage if he wants to. I don't want to break God's heart. I need God to tell me when it's okay to move on. I need God to tell me when he doesn't want me praying for my ex-husband anymore. I need God to tell me when I need to make decisions for me and my children. I want to do most definitely, as a single Christian mother, make decisions that God has told me to make. Yes, it hurts me that my ex-husband left me for someone else. But it would have hurt me more to stay in that marriage. And I do know that. I still feel like God is working in my marriage. I still feel like as long as I stay faithful and as long as I stay committed and I stay in my covenant with God in my marriage, then God is going to bless me through that. I feel like God is still working on something in my marriage, and I don't know what it could possibly be because I don't want that person. I want my old ex-husband back. The one who is a Christian father and a Christian man. This person he's become, I've seen him with her. I'm not attracted to him anymore. There's nothing he is saying. There's nothing he's doing. There's no actions he's making that makes me miss him, that makes me want to be with him. Now, I do feel like, why can he be so happy with her when he wasn't with me? And that I get on myself for. And I get very angry and I get very hurt because it's my weight. I've known it was my weight for a very long time. Now, this girl he's with is really thin. And I know that if she was fatter, he would have not been with her. And in a way, I feel like this is just so shallow of me to think that it's my weight, but I know it is. And it's a good motivator for me to lose my weight and lose it naturally and lose it on my own. It is something that is motivating me to do things correctly, you know. And I've been starting fasting, and fasting is really working, you guys. It's really doing a great job. As a matter of fact, I need to keep eating because I only got like an hour left to eat, and I need to get it done. Try to eat as much as I can until tomorrow morning. Right now, I'm starting at the 10 hours of no eating, fasting. And during that time, I really do feel like God is talking to me about don't eat, don't eat, don't eat, wait. And then I do feel so much better. And I feel like God is using this time for me to pray to him also as I'm waiting for that time to go by, you know, so I can eat again. So fasting has so many benefits, and I am having more energy. I actually walked today to work. It was really nice. And then I drove my car once I came home from lunch break. But I walked, and it felt really good to walk, even if it was snowing and cold outside. So, you guys, it's something where I know the divorce was good for me. I know that God's protecting me. I know why things have happened. I know it's my husband walking away from God. It's very obvious to me. It's something I don't want to be a part of. So in that way, I am so thankful that my husband's divorced, and I'm so thankful that he's with someone and he can find happiness. And I hope that they work it out. I hope that they can be together for a very long time. And I hope that they both become Christians together and they can love each other. Now I'm hurt, and I do want that person in my life that I can love and that I can be a Christian with. And I know if God brings that person into my life, I know that it's going to be obvious to everybody. And I think that God is going to be like, he'll put that person into my life. I don't have to go looking. I don't have to go on dating websites to find this person. God will put this person in my path, one way or another. And it will be someone who loves God so much that he can treat me the way I really deserve to be treated in my marriage. I married my husband under the assumption that he was a Christian and that he was that godly man for me and that he made that covenant with God. But he, in the divorce, he's broken it. And being with someone else, he's broken it. And that is something he is not have to explain to me ever. It doesn't really matter why he's made that decision. He's made that decision. His decision is final. That's what he told me. And I think it was best for him. I really do. Comes to me, I'm sorry, I gotta eat. But when it comes to me, you guys, I'm not, I'm trying to not be jealous. It hurts me that he can be this happy with her. But that verse in the Bible, it says love is not jealous. It's not, really just comes to my mind. And if I love him, I need to let him go. In my divorce care classes that I've been taking, it explains to you how to let that spouse go when they're with someone else. And, I continue going to over and over in my book and listening to the podcasts and the videos and talking to my friends and talking to those people who are giving me Christian advice. How do you move on with someone who's just cheated on you? This is the hardest test I've ever been through. Hardest test I've ever been through in my life. I know God is allowing me to go through this so I can build my faith in him. He wants me to be able to say, God, I still love you, even though you took my family and you split it apart. God has allowed it. He didn't do this to me. And I always have to remember there's a reason why he allowed it. He knows my future. I don't know my future. I do know that my goal here on this earth, in this life, is number 1, love Jesus. Number 2, share the gospel. Number 3, teach my children and run my home in a godly fashion under the obedience of Christ and what his commandments are. And nothing else matters to me. Nothing else matters. And I know as a single mom, God is going to bless me with the food I need and with the shelter I need. And he's going to give me the desires of my heart. but I need to stay focused on him. And I love that I am fasting now, and I love that I'm losing the weight, but I love that I can keep my focus on God, and he is helping me. I love that in a way my life is not a movie. I am in the war room. I am praying for my husband and my children, my granddaughter. I am praying for all these things, but I gotta steadfast, and stand firm in foundation of Christ in my life. And my guy friend asked me, "Do you want your husband back?" And I'm not this person. Whoever this person is, no. And so I just want to encourage you guys. It's okay if you're hurt. It's okay if your spouse has moved on to someone else. It is something that over time you are going to be okay. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Bye.